Do you or maybe someone you know struggle with hair loss? If so, today you're going to want to listen in as I discuss ways in which you can improve your hair loss naturally. Hi, I'm Marcy Vasky, and I'm a functional medicine nutritionist and specialize in gut health. I see a lot of individuals who struggle with intestinal symptoms such as gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and that's just to name a few. So if that resonates with you, I encourage you to check out our link below to our website where you can make an initial appointment if you think you need some extra help and some guidance that can get you to better health with your gut. Also, I've linked below our free guide, which is 5 ways to improve your gut health. So if you want to get started on your own, it's a great resource to dig in and see what you can do to take steps to get a healthier gut. Hair loss. It is actually on the rise. And so you might be asking yourself, why is it on the rise? Well, there's several reasons why hair loss is happening more often. And a few of them are genetics. It comes down to maybe hormonal imbalances, possibly a fungal infection on your scalp. Also, there's autoimmune diseases. And one I talk about a lot is nutritional deficiencies. So we're going to dig into the 5 ways that you can naturally support hair growth. So number 1 on the list is going to be showering. You're probably thinking, well, what? I shouldn't be showering now? No, that's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is that the water that we are showering with often contains fluoride. And fluoride actually blocks and causes more hair loss. One way to mitigate that is to purchase a filter, a new shower head that actually filters the fluoride out. And also, in addition to it creating hair loss on its own, it can also block our thyroid, which we know that hypothyroidism has a symptom of hair loss. So number 2 is going to be using your shampoo. And what you want to look for is a sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfates are known to be very, very damaging to proteins and actually destroy them. And our hair is made up of protein. 91% of our hair is made up of protein. So an easy fix is just to look for shampoos that are sulfate free. So number 3 on the list on ways that you can improve your hair growth naturally is check in on your stress level. Have you ever gone through a stressful event only to have a couple months later your hair just kind of fall out? That is because stress increases our cortisol, and cortisol has an effect on our hair and oftentimes will kind of shunt the hair shaft, and the hair will then fall out a couple months later and you're going to feel like you're losing a lot of hair. So what can you do to kind of improve that? You want to make sure you're getting enough vitamin D. Vitamin D is going to be very important, not only to kind of help decrease stress for us, but it also works as a natural hormone in the way of cortisol and supports that in a healthy way. So we want to look at mitigating our stress levels by perhaps, not saying yes to everything, getting enough sleep, and making sure you're eating wonderful whole real foods, as well as getting really good movement in. And then you might want to think about increasing your vitamin D levels by using a vitamin D supplement, or, just making sure you're getting out in the sun. So number 4 on our list is going to be biotin. And you've probably heard about biotin before, especially if you're looking into, increasing some hair growth. And it's very important, and it's a key vitamin in increasing those proteins and regrowing our hair. But what's interesting is that biotin is made up by bacteria in your gut. And so if you're like one of my clients who might have bad gut health, you might not be making the amount of biotin that you need to support healthy hair. So how can you do this? One way is to eat sauerkraut. And sauerkraut is a fantastic fermentable food that's high in probiotic. It actually has 100 times more probiotics than actually a probiotic that you might purchase and take on your own. So eating a little sauerkraut can improve that gut microbiome, which then leads to better production of biotin, and then biotin is helpful in regrowing your hair. So number 5 on our list is going to be using rosemary oil. And rosemary oil has been found to be an inhibitor of an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. 5-alpha reductase, when increased, happens to increase kind of this super testosterone, which is called DHT in our bodies. When that's heightened, then we tend to lose more hair. So one way you might want to think about using rosemary oil is doing it a few times a week and mixing it into a carrier oil, just a few drops, like mix it into the argan oil or perhaps a jojoba oil. And you just want to massage it into your scalp. Leave it on. You can even sleep with it overnight and then just rinse it out in the morning. And that will soak in and help to decrease that enzyme that increases that DHT. So just a quick recap on the few things that I just chatted about. One is to get a filter for your shower head to filter out the fluoride. 2 is to look into getting some shampoo or that is sulfate free. Also, you want to decrease stress and improve that vitamin D level. Number 4 would be to increase biotin by increasing your gut health. So eat a little bit of sauerkraut every day. And lastly, using a little rosemary oil just rubbed into your scalp each night before you go to bed to reduce that 5-alpha reductase enzyme. Now, these are just 5 simple ideas. And what you want to do is just remain consistent, come up with a plan, and know that it's going to take a little while to see some hair growth. But in the end of the day, a few months down the road, you will see healthier hair. Also, you don't want to forget about eating whole, real foods and getting the nutrients that you need. It's going to be so important for not only a healthy body, but healthy hair.